Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make some.
Hi friends, welcome to Saturday in the Studio. I had to think about what day is today. Saturday in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmidt and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to the Refuge Little Falls. That's where we are right now, if you can tell by our background. And we have past friends coming back and new friends coming. It's just so fun. I have to say, it's probably one of the best things about owning the Refuge Little Falls and running it is people meeting each other. I feel like we're big connectors, and then us making more and more friends just every single day, every single month. So, all right, I am going to show you. My lights are a little funny here, so I'm just going to fix that. I'm going to show you a stamp set, a bundle, a suite, I guess is what it is, with framed violets. If you want to come on down, hun. Framed violets. Are you down? No. Framed Violets is one of our new suites. It is in our July online exclusives. Dave's working on it. There's the messy desk, but I cleared it off so it shouldn't look that way when you come down. There it is. Okay, I'll push that a little more out of the view. Okay, so Framed Violets is in our July online exclusives. And if you remember, online exclusives come out on the odd months. So it's 7. That means the next ones are coming out in September. And then after that, they'll come out in November. And the other months, the off months, that's when the even months is when the new retired list or last chance list comes up. Okay, so that's always some good things to know. Let me show you this. It is so very, very pretty. So Framed Violets, the stamp set I just think is adorable. Really like this piece right here. I'm just gonna pull it up. Really like the frame here, which we'll use this morning. We got happy birthday, sending love, I appreciate you, take care. Oops. And so we've got all these fun stamps, and then in the suite we also get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss frames, the dies. So these dies, the thing that I love about them, number one, I do love these right here because I like anything that is a frame or an outline. I really like that. And then we have the ones that will die cut the images on the stamps. However, these are what I call bonus dies. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are dies that don't coordinate specifically with here, but they do coordinate with the whole suite. So super, super fun. Okay, that is just the stamps and dies. Wait till I show you the paper. So the Designer Series paper, this one in particular I've got pieces of it because you know what, already dug into it. So it has some really fun designs, all 12 by 12. So we've got this dark, it's Secret Sea background with this on the back. This is Petunia Pop, or excuse me, Fresh Freesia and Bubble Bath kind of mixed together there. So we've got Bubble Bath, we've got Highland Heather and Pine, our new color, the Pine, Peaceful Pine, there it is. So that's one, nice, really, really pretty. Then we've got this one, which I, of course, love. Look how pretty that is. And these do not die cut out from our dies. Sometimes I know things coordinate, but these, I shouldn't say that. These do. This one probably does. Let's just take a quick peek and see, but I don't think so. I don't think the paper, no, I think I checked already. The paper does not coordinate with the dies like it sometimes does. So we've got that beautiful paper, and on the back is our Petal Pink, our new color. No, sorry. You know what? Hang on a second. This is why Stampin' Up! Gives us this, right? Let me just get this completely correct. Okay, here we go. Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Hydrangea Hue. That's what this one I was trying to say. Hydrangea Hue. This one, Secret Sea, Peaceful Pine, choking hazard. Oh, that's not a color, just kidding. So it doesn't actually say, but this is really close to Bubble Bath, and it's close to our new color, the Barely Blush. I think it's closer to Bubble Bath. Funny they don't list that on here. Okay, so there we go. And then this one is Cloud Cover. I love just the basic stripe. Let's look at the other sides. We did look at that side, and this side has just that nice gorgeous scrape with the Highland Heather behind it. I'm going to come back to those in a second. Don't peek. Just kidding. Then there's this. I love the way this has the hashtags, the whatever those are called, because when you die cut, you can die cut out this circle, and you can get just the perfect 4 and put something in the middle or sentiment or the stamps and end up with this nice little set of 4. So that's really fun. On the back of that is that Peaceful Pine. And there are 2 more. There's this one with these sweet little violets. And then Secret Sea polka dots. Always love polka dots. And the last one that I will want to show you. Nope, I think that's it. We saw all of them. Perfect. All right. Then you get 2 of these really fun, 2 of these sheets where you can pop out these. So for example, this one is a die cut that comes right out of here. So we've got this, we've got some really fun, I just pulled out a few, some really fun little like accent little violets. And if I turn that over, oops, if I turn that over, you can, maybe you can't see. It has itty bitty little, you see that little bit of stamp in the middle of it. And then there are some frames. You can see which I've used some. Here's a frame, so fun, in Fresh Freesia. You've got that middle that you can use for something else. There's another frame that is in Cloud Cover, again with that center. So there are lots and lots of pieces here that are really fun to use. There's some plain violets. There's some leaves, as you can see. There's some if you want to color them in or use just the black and white. That is also fun. So many fun things in this pack of paper. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's scooch these off and let's make a card, shall we? Okay, we are going to, oh, I forgot. Also, 2 more things in the suite. How could I forget? This fun Freesia ribbon. Look at that. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. I love ribbon. I'm kind of a ribbon hoarder, so no judgment. And these really fun little embellishments. They're like little flowers. They're not like little flowers. They are. I guess I'll leave them on the white. They are little flowers. Aren't they fun? I just think they're really cute. So we'll use some of those today too. All right. I think that is everything in the suite. Actually, in the suite, you also get these shimmering stripes, 12 by 12, which I did not bring with me, but that you also would get. All right, let's move this over here and let's make a card. What do you say? So I'm going to start with Bubble Bath. I just think that is a really sweet pink because, and then I die cut out, not because anything, I die cut out a piece from the scallop frame. I was matching this color pretty well. It goes. I'm going to just need to quick switch my adhesive here because that one is dead. And we'll grab a new one here, which Dave graciously brought up. Spent the whole week up here at the refuge. That's an unusual thing for me. It was very fun helping my friend Michelle, and we got some time to play too, which was very fun. All right, so I am going to build my front here, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on Peaceful Pine. So I'm just going to make a little piece like that. So let's go ahead. If you want to know the dimensions, I would guess this is a 3 by 4. Yep, 3 by 4. And this littler one is 2.5 by 4. Doesn't really matter because they're going to overlap. The 4 inches is really what you want. Because my piece, I just did it on the wrong side. No, oh no, I did not. Okay, whew. Peaceful Pine is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So just going in 1/4 inch from my standard half sheet. Whew. There we go. Get that all situated there. And we're putting the little stripes on the bottom, which I just think are so sweet. Right here, like that. All right. My stripes are a tad bigger, but I really don't, you can barely notice, and we're going to put ribbon over that. So, and for those of you that know me, know that I often forget to do the ribbon. So, woohoo for Lisa to remember to put the ribbon on, oops, before I actually put the Peaceful Pine on the card. All right. That's just going to cover that little piece right there. I'm going to trim this and then make sure I've got it straight before I stick it on. There we go. I'm up high. I don't know why. There we go. Speaking of up high, we are going to the Hot Air Balloon Festival this year, which I'm so excited about. Super excited. Look how pretty that is. Does that look nice on there? So let's go ahead and stick that on. We'll make a bow to add to our ribbon after, but we'll get this stuck on here. So pretty. Just love, love, love that. Okay. I'm going to hang on to this. I'm going to set this aside because we're going to go ahead and stamp on here. Let me grab my little stamp here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stamp on there. I am going to use my matte because anytime I stamp with photopolymer, I like my matte because it gives me a better image, stamped image on here. So we'll just get that. And I'm going to stamp my so pretty little violets right there. Oh, pure stamping, except I do have a lot of other things on the card, so it's not really just pure stamping. All right, and then these I am going to color with our Hydrangea Hue, which is one of my favorite colors. They're so fun. It's so fun. It's just so pretty. Great new color. Be around for 2 years, which I love. Okay, while I'm coloring, I'm going to tell you about, we have a designer paper sale. And I counted, and there are like 27. So I just said more than 25 designer series papers on sale for 15% off. And there are, let's forget what this one, that one's the green, this one's the hydrangea here. And there are about 27, so more than 25 two-tone cardstocks. And there are the regular cardstocks. So there's lots and lots on sale. I'm just going to give this a little darker color in the middle here. Lots and lots on sale for 10% or 15% off. So when something's normally 12, it drops down to a little more than 10. All right, this one is the dark one. I want the light one. So these are our Stampin' Blends. They are wonderful because they blend like our other markers, which we don't carry anymore. They would leave stripes. They would leave lines. But since these are alcohol markers, they do not. They actually just blend right in and don't leave any lines. And then you can actually blend them to make darker shadows, or darker spaces. All right, we'll just cover up. And I see this little stem. I'm not sure where they're from, but that's okay. We'll just color. We'll just color them in. It also has a brush end and the marker end. So just color these. Then I'm going to go back with a little bit darker one and go over the veins just to give it a little bit. Or I could just use this one and go over it a little more on the edge to give it a little bit. We'll do that. Just to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of, what do they call that? A little bit of light. I don't know. I didn't know. Oops, I just went over a piece. Did you see that? That's okay because I did bring my color lifter. So there we go. Okay, color lifter. Let me just show you what that is. I did not do that on purpose. So the color lifter is going to take off some of this color right here because that one is kind of obvious. Right here there's one, but I don't feel like it's as obvious, but I will go ahead and get that off a little bit. And then you just sort of let it dry. It does lighten it. I don't know that it makes it completely gone, but it's going to make it light enough that it would not be noticed as much. So, all right, so cute. Let's go ahead and put this and this on here. We're going to, oh, I'm going to save this for a different one. Gosh, I totally made a mistake. That's okay. On this, I think I did because I colored it wrong. That's okay. This is going to go on here because the color, hang on a second, time out. I have 2 cards that I'm making, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoop, did I make a mistake? Oh no, I did not. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're all good. All right, so I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to pop it up on some dimensionals, and we're going to make that a little bit, we're going to add a couple of other flowers to it to make it pop a little bit more. So let's go ahead and add some dimensionals, make that pop up. Cheryl, yep, switch to YouTube. That's right, because on Facebook you see what's on, you see a narrower picture because it's like for your phone, and if you're on YouTube you'll see the whole thing. That's a good point. So how are you guys this morning? Thanks. Tina says she loves a ribbon. Me too. How are you this morning, this beautiful Saturday morning? The weather is so great right now, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this on, and then we'll pop up our beautiful little violet. All right, so that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And we're going to add a few of our violets. Oops. Let's see, I have some in the right color. We're going to add a few little violets to make that pop up. We could leave it just as it is. We also could have die cut that out. There's so many options. We're going to grab some from our little, right here. We want a couple more of these just so we can give it a little bit more dimension, maybe a couple more leaves. We'll see. Let's see what we add. Oops. Okay, I think that should be good. All right, so let's go ahead and pop up these. I am going to put this on here and take your pick and just push it in the middle to give it a little bit of bending so it looks a little more 3D like. And then we'll put a little dimensional underneath it. Or not a little one, but just a dimensional. Stick a dimensional underneath that. Now you don't hear my partner crying because he is upstairs. He's not sitting here quietly. He's upstairs taking care of some things. But he got behind on breakfast, so he's going up during this to get some stuff going. All right, so there we go. All right, and let's just pop. We could add a little bit more here. I think that's what I'm going to do, like fill in a little bit like that. And then we'll add another leaf like down here just to make it a little bit more. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. I don't know if it needs, oh, maybe I'll add one more leaf there. I'll add one more leaf. We'll just stick that one directly on. There we go. I love violets. I love African violets that are, you have at home. I'm going to move this over because I don't want that one to get covered up. So we'll tuck that under like that. Okay, so just building some violets there. I did say we're going to go ahead and add a bow or a knot. I'm going to add it on this side right there. I'll probably just add a knot. I mean, you could make a bow, but we'll just make a little knot. It's fine. Add a little ribbon, little piece over here, just like that. And you saw what I did. I taped it behind because then I don't have to worry about getting it nice and taut. I do want it to be nice and kind of tight, and so therefore, there we go. Maybe even want it a little bit more like that. Okay, so there's that, and let's add a few of our little, we still have words, we have a little bit, just a really pretty card. I feel like if you were to get this in the mail, I'd be quite excited. I'm going to use the pink here. Just use my little take your pick and pick it up. I'll put a pink one up here. And I'm going to put a white one maybe down here, just a little bit more flower. Okay, actually I don't want that there because I'm going to put my words right there. I'm going to stick it down all the way. And I usually do 3, so we'll see where we want our last one to go. Okay, let's go ahead and add our sentiment. I'm going to use the take care. And my little take care, going to stamp on a small piece of designer series paper. All right. It was cut, but it's not here, so that's okay. We'll just cut a new one. So I'm going to use a little piece of designer series paper here, and just going to give it a straight cut there-ish. We'll just give it a little cut. Okay, so that is going to sit kind of down here. And then we're actually going to stamp on white. Grab my mat back in. I'm going to stamp that Take Care. And I am going to stamp it in. I'm going to go with, I think I'm just going to go with black, just the basic Memento black. I was debating green. There's so many colors already going on. I think I'm just going to stamp it in the black. There we go. Take Care. I'm going to punch it out. So it doesn't really matter if it is centered, does not matter. And I'm going to use the punch that has all the different punches. There we go. See, Dave usually knows all the names, so I'm like, that's okay. And because I'm gonna put that right on top of there, just give it a little bit of color underneath there. So let's go ahead, and I think I don't need to pop it up because I already have this popped up. So we'll go ahead and do here like that. Just stick that on there. I'm gonna stick it at an angle a little bit, and then put this at a little bit of an angle like that. That's where it's gonna go, right in the middle. There we go. Kind of like that. And then, but wait, do we want to add any of these? I don't know. I think I'm probably good, although I just really want to add one more thing. I'm going to add one more flower. I guess the bow could be like my third. I feel like I need a third flower, so I'm going to pop one up here. And because I did two different colors, I'm going to do the last one in the purple. I've got lots of different colors going on there. But what do you think? What do you think? Hi, Tanya. I think it's kind of fun. It's just a lot going on, but really, really pretty. All right, Dave is not here to have a commercial, so I'm just going to keep going. I have one more card to make, and it is, I'm going to use, let's see, I want to use my little cutout, and I got all the, oh, there it is. There it is. Here we go. And there was my little piece of paper I was going to use, but I'm good. So good. All right. So you can see I've got my pieces cut. Let's just push all that aside for a moment. Starting with Gorgeous Grape, my half sheet. So 5.5 by 11. Nope, 5.5 by 8.5. 11. That would be a very big card. 5.5 by 8.5. And so I did die cut out this again. This time we're going to stamp on here and coordinate with the Gorgeous Grape to make that a little bit pop out. So I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape and use our little stamp that has the frame on it. This one. This one's kind of cool. You're gonna see just how cool it is. There we go. All right, so there we go. I made some really cute tags last week for some friends in Downline. We went to a meeting and it was very, very fun. Very fun and very cute tags. All right, so now that I'm posting this, I will post those in the comments when I post this. Why is it blurry? There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ink. Of course, I have two shots. Usually you stamp first and then die cut, but I am going to, I already die cut because I think it just saves a little bit of time here. And let's see if we can line these up. Okay, straight down. Looking for, oh, I wonder if I can you die cut first? I don't know that I can. Huh, we'll see. All right, we're just gonna go for it and see if we can line that up on there. So I noticed on my die cut, I had two little at the bottom. Not really. I'm gonna say not really. I think that's just not the look we're going for here. So that's okay. We could flip it over. See, what I was saying is I die cut it with 2 of these on the bottom, but the stamp actually has just 1 on the bottom. So that is why I could not do it. All right, let's go ahead and I wonder how this will look on vanilla. My cardstock now, I have cardstock at home. I think that'll be okay. We're gonna stamp first and then die cut because that purple is the gorgeous grape is so pretty behind it and it ties in the cardstock. So let's just try that again. But I can see, did you see that? How it's not inked all the way there? I could see that. So let's go ahead and get a little more ink here. Choop, 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 choop. So friends, I have some sad news. I only have 2 weeks until I have to go back to school. I don't know that it's sad news, but oh well. Summer has to come to an end sometime, right? It does. That's okay. We got 2 good weeks coming. All right, cover up that grape so I don't get it all messed up. And we're going to use our little mini boss here. And that's right, I have 2 clean plates. I'm going to keep using that scratched up one until it dies. We're going to grab our little die here. And just need to trim this a little bit because obviously, as you can see, that would not fit in there. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and pop that on here like that, because then we can get a little bit, we can line that up perfectly, which I think I would like much better. There we go. Looking around at all the edges just to make sure. We'll have a little border, a little bit of a border, and I'm going to use some washi tape and hold this on because this one fits perfectly. Often I do this little squish the bug method where I just leave it like that and squish it with the other plate, but I do not think I can do that with this because it fits just so. I want to get it, there we go. What are you doing on this beautiful Saturday morning, friends? As I try to get this straight, there we go. Every time I say there we go, I'm like, yeah, but is it really straight? All right, I'm gonna go with it. There we go. Okay, make sure we got our plate. Everything's good. Let's go ahead and run that through. I love the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I love embossing things. Somebody asked one time, what's your favorite tool? Well, now the foil is probably my favorite, but this is my close second. So, all right, now we've got what we want here. Much better. See how that came out better? Much better. Okay, toss that aside. We don't need that. Let's go ahead and here it is. All right, so this one we're going to use the cloud cover. This came out of that the die cuts. I can feel that it came out of there. I'm going to put that right in the middle. The thing I like about it is I can still see that little line around the outside, like a mirror on the wall. So let's go ahead and just stick this on in the middle here. And I like that. Yeah, like I said, I like that it has that little bit of detail. You bought a new mop. Wow. Cheryl, figure it out more often. Oops, I was using grape, wasn't I? That is so exciting to get a new mop. It is actually quite exciting. Oh, here it is right here. I'm like, where'd my grape go? There it is. All right, so that will sit there and we're going to have, I don't know, I think I'm going to go with grape, you guys. Thoughts? I think the grape looks better than this one. So we will just use that. And in fact, let's see. Kind of want we could even go pink. Ooh, should we go pink on this one? That's kind of pretty. I'm going to go pink. So many decisions, so many decisions. Let's go pink. I think that's pretty. All right, let's go start sticking these down. Gotta stick before I commit, right? Or lay it down before I commit. I got a whole, last time I made one backwards, so I just want to make sure I make it the right way. That would not be good. Let's grab some dimensionals here. We'll pop up our little very pop up our image here. And this I didn't even have to do anything with because it was already little ones and bigger ones. I like the big ones. Or I have more little ones. You can tell I've used all the edge. It's funny, I was watching a Stampin' Up! Presentation and they're like, do you start at the edge? You start at the middle? I don't, I just am random, which is very unusual for me, but I'm very random on the dimensionals where I start. I just grab one. Okay, let's get these off. Ooh, that's attractive. Is that there? A new mop. That's very exciting. Yeah, we mop a lot of floors up here, as you can imagine. All right, there we go. One more. Put that one off. Okay. I don't like that pink. What do you guys think? It's kind of pretty. There we go. Put that on there. And then, although pink, I did not die cut out any other flowers, so I cannot really add a different color flowers. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like that. All right. Then let's go ahead and punch out, stamp and punch out. I'm just going to use that Take Care again. We'll use that same one. This time I'm going to stamp it in the Gorgeous Grape because it matches our color there. There we go. It's just really fun. I love that all these colors coordinate so well together. Take Care. Just coordinate well together, which makes it quite nice. Thinking. Yeah, I like that right across the middle. Then we'll find a ribbon, add a ribbon. So we've got the Gorgeous Grape, the Hydrangea Hue, the Bubble Bath. It just all fits in so well. Let's make this one a little bit more like a banner. And I'm going to put it up there. Let's grab some dimensionals. I'm going to double the dimensionals right here to make it look more like a little banner. And I learned how to make a really fun pop-up card yesterday, thanks to Doreen upstairs. So I'll try that, see if I can get it. I will show you on Monday. If not, maybe next Saturday. All right, trying to make that a little bit more like a ribbon or like that. Okay, let's get a little bit more adhesive here so that actually stays down. There we go. All right, and then we just need our little ribbon. And where should the ribbon should go underneath, actually. Uh-oh, so you got to peel off something. Always happens. I think I'm going to put a bow on this one. Always happens. Always. That's okay. So we'll put the Take Care somewhere else. Okay, there we go. And, if Dave doesn't come back down, I'll have to sing to you. You better hope he comes back down. Just kidding. Saturday. No, that really is not necessary. But first, yes, stamp, right, Cheryl? But first stamp, and then you can, they brought up some dimensionals for me, and then you can mop. Play first, right? That's the way. If you're the youngest child, that's what we do. Play first, then clean. I'm going to stick this down here. I still think I like the little banner look, just make it move a little bit more. All right, this one, of course we could put the flowers on, but I'm actually going to use our coordinating in colors because I really think that these little Barely Blush will just look sweet on here. I'm going to put a big one up there and a little one. I love these. They're just shiny. That's so pretty. What do you guys think? Violets galore. It makes me think I've got to go get some more African violets. I had them for a long time and then they died. So I need to get some more. All right. So trying to show you different ways here that you can just die cut out. I kind of feel like that needs a little, oh yes, sorry. Yes, I can pop something up because look, I can use one of these. It needs a little pop up somewhere, right? Let's just pop up two. Oh, I hear him coming. Yay. Hey there, yay. Yay. I was like, I'm going to have to sing if you're not back in time. Just about done here. Just decided to add one more thing because more is more. Whoever said less is more is incorrect. More is more. I'm going to pop these up. It smells good upstairs, hon.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm guessing you do not want to do a commercial.
Nope.
No. Yeah. And I'm just going to turn that sideways so you can see the one underneath it as well.
I will just remind you that Card Cafe is next Saturday
Oh, yeah.
from 10 until noon at our Minnetonka studio.
Sounds great. All right. There we go. All right. So I do like that much better, the grape, than the other one I had. That looks pretty. So, but you can see how the three colors really, hydrangea hue, gorgeous grape, and the, I just don't know if it's Barely Blush. I'm surprised I didn't put it in it. Barely Blush or Bubble Bath. And the
Barely
pine,
Blush.
how they all coordinate, but those purples really, purple and pink really coordinate together. What did you say, Dave?
I think it's Barely Blush.
Barely Blush. Okay, sounds good. Well, that's what I have. So if you want to, yeah, there we go. And I don't know if you noticed, I got a new do here. We got a new do going on. Got it cut short, and that's okay, even though it's the end of summer, not the beginning. All right, friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I will definitely show you some more things with violets because they're so pretty. So have a great Saturday. I will see you on Monday. So until then, happy stamping.
Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic. Let's make